Good morning, friends. This is Dr. Devashish. Today I'm going to take a look at the working from home concept. Let us see whether it's really a beneficial development as a result of this coronavirus pandemic, or, or rather, I would say, let us take a more introspective, analytical, and in depth perusal of this working from home concept and see how long it is going to be a sustainable option for employed personnel all around the world. The fact is that working from home is also being called as telecommuting or teleworking or working from remote location or working from home. And this is something which is well in existence for the last almost 50 years. It's actually as early as 1970s when this concept came into existence. And over a period of time, it has come to be established as one of the ways of finding your source of livelihood with dignity and honor and doing creative, constructive, and productive work without being physically required to be present in a certain designated office space. Now, obviously, this is something which will require you to deliver all the necessary responsibilities and job requirements for a particular kind of employment. However, it also means that you need to be armed, educated, qualified, and also equally adept and skilled in handling the technological tools which helps you to deliver with the same amount of efficiency and effectivity and versatility the job that and meet up the requirements of optimal standards of a particular assignment while you're working away from the designated office space. So, what are the requirements of working from home? The requirements of working from home obviously include either a telephone connection or a broadband connection, and information and communicative tools, ICT as they are commonly referred to, which could be a laptop, a personal PDA, and or a desktop. And then there are certain mainframe supplements or hardware supplements which include voice over IP or virtual VPN networks, or remote groupwares and remote virtual networks. So all these are essential accompaniments to help you successfully work from home. Now, particularly this corona pandemic has put an acute stress and strain on the system of working of all professionals. Now, before we go further, let me clarify one small point here, that working from home is an option only for the non-essential or critical life-saving professions like medicine, like pharmaceuticals, pharmacies, like opticians, like the police, the fire brigade, the civil defense, and the army. Now, none of these essential, critical, professional background personnel can afford the luxury of working from home. So, while I also have all the amount of respect and gratitude and humility, and in all humility, all the other professional streams which equally contribute in a great way as the spokes of a wheel in the entire economic and financial cycle of any country and any civilization, they do have the luxury and the benefits and the opportunity to work from home, especially as it has become pretty apparent in this coronavirus pandemic sweeping all across the world. Now, while everybody and anybody who is not involved in any of these critical life-saving professions or life-altering professions has the luxury or the privilege of working from home, there are certain factors which are to be borne in mind if the same level of productivity, same level of output is to be obtained while working from home. Now, what are the advantages of working from home? Obviously, if you are working in your home, you do not need to commute to the office. If you do not need to commute to the office, obviously the number of cars flying on the road, the amount of carbon emission, amount of pollution, amount of fuel consumption, and indirectly the cost to the exchequer and the economic burden for all these reasons is definitely significantly lower. Besides, you do not lose time in long hours, traffic jams, bus stand queues, or waiting for a taxi. And you can pace your work, you can pace yourself, you can simultaneously multitask. There are a lot of people who have, in addition to their professional commitments, also social burdens and family burdens. So it gives them an opportunity to multitask all these responsibilities simultaneously. And also from another point of view, for the employer, if majority of his employees are based at home, then he doesn't have to rent out a space, doesn't have to furnish an office space, doesn't have to create cubicles. All the amount of money spent in furnishing, finishing, electronics, electrical fittings, aircon, temperature regulation, etc., all of them get highly subsidized or bypassed in some cases, which is again a big saving to the economy. And these financial savings can be transmitted as employee benefits. So actually both the employer and the employee stand to gain quite a bit by participating in this. However, now let's come to the important part, working from home. Working from home requires certain very sincere and serious requirements which are very much centered or focused on the individual who's engaging in WFH or working from home concept. One is, you cannot work at home lying on the bed or on your couch or sitting on the dining table and expect the same amount of seriousness of purpose, same amount of focused intent, same amount of concentration ability, or same amount of dedicated and perseverant involvement with your job. So if you want to be successful in working from home, you need to even create in your house a designated workspace. You need to arrange, assemble and organize your entire communication tools, that is either your telephone line or your broadband connection modem, and your headsets and etc., everything, laptop or PDA, all these accompaniments need to be organized in a neat and disciplined manner in a certain designated workstation. And you need to have designated hours. You cannot just get up in the morning nursing a cup of coffee. Yes, you may casually check your email or send in a reply to an email pending, or maybe just put in a query to a colleague. Yes, but dedicated working time and working hours and working schedules need to be established if you want to maintain the same optimum level of creativity while working from home. Now, obviously, when you're working from home, you are exposed to external environmental influences like your spouse, your children, your elderly parents, or visitors coming to your house, or the vegetable seller, or the milkman, or the newspaper vendor honking or pressing the doorbell, or your cat or dog running around the house. So there would be distractions. So that's why I reiterate that you need to have a designated place within the confines of your home which will keep you away from such disturbances if you want your productivity to be blooming at its optimal best. And now, are you really happy at the end of the day if you're working from home? Yes. Now, this is a pretty dilemmatic question, and it needs to be carefully studied before answering. A lot of people who have a lot of other responsibilities may find working from home as a very good option or a very viable option. And for such people, it's a blessing in disguise. However, for a lot of other people, though there is initially a surge in their curve of productivity and efficiency for the first few months or for a certain amount of time when they start working from home, subsequently there is found to be either a slack or a plateau phase appearing in their productivity curve. And why does this happen? Because working in your office, working in your designated office space has its own set of advantages too. Because you are constantly in face to face direct contact and interpersonal interaction with your co workers, your subordinates, or your superiors, wherein you have the benefit and privilege of having a live face to face feedback, a live facial expression assessment, and a live constant 24 cross 7 confidence building or motivating interaction stratosphere all around you. This helps to keep you charged, keep you pushing ahead. Now, when you are working alone at home, you are connected to your peers, co-workers, or your other members of your office fraternity in a virtual network platform. How often would the true emotions, the true motivation, or the true sentiments get communicated appropriately and adequately is a matter of debate. Besides, most of the time when you are trying to log in your hours and finish off all your pending assignments or upcoming task schedules, you are more engrossed in an autopilot, self-driven, indigenous mode. And in such situations, you miss out on your co-worker or your superior giving you that pat on the back or the tap on your shoulder, egging you along to excel yourself and perform better and better. Besides, there is also the fact that in office space and you are directly under the scanner or the screening eye of your superior, and it has been found, it has been established that eventually everybody likes to grow up in the company or job hierarchy and assume leadership roles. But leadership roles usually are provided and handed over to people who have stood the test of time, have been visually inspected, who have been repeatedly assessed and evaluated and found to have demonstrable and clearly visible leadership capabilities and dynamic leading roles. And this comes by direct physical contact and not through working from home environment. So this is one area where it has been found that working from home employees or workers or telecommuters as they are known as, or teleworkers, have lost out on getting promoted to leadership roles in big organizations. Now, at the end of the day, how do I surmise? I would like to conclude by saying that working from home is definitely the best available option which was available to the world at this point of time, where coronavirus pandemic demanded social distancing, keeping away, remaining in relative self-isolation to avoid transmission and inoculation of the COVID-19 virus. And so it was the most suitable option to be chosen at this point of time. However, in the long run, what needs to be evolved is a hybrid of working in office and working away from office from a remote location. Both should be complementary or supplementary options rather than each being designated as a main line or main artery of activity, ignoring or neglecting the other. I hope I have made my point. The whole purpose of this presentation is to motivate you and stimulate you to think about the same and develop your own conclusions. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Stay blessed, stay happy, and stay safe.